the Malaysian tertiary education system. So what's next after SPM? As you can see from the bottom of the chart, if you want to further your study right after SPM, there are many ways and also opportunity. Of course, there is no right or wrong here. Whichever path you choose, it should be suited to you. If you are sure that you want to continue studying, the first question come up in your mind might be study in overseas or in Malaysia. If you want to study in overseas, there should be no problem, of course. It depends on your preferred country, but as everyone knows, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, there are a lot of uncertainty and issue if you want to study in overseas. And you can consult your secondary school counselor or your parents if you really want to study in overseas. However, our focus on today is about tertiary education in Malaysia. So, if you have decided to study in Malaysia, the second question come up from your mind might be public or private university. If you decide to go private university, the most common choice will be either matriculasi or STPM or even asasi program. And we will go through them one by one later in details. Then, after you decided either private or public university, the next question will be, do you want to start working as soon as possible? If yes, you can choose to study diploma or college community, technical and vocational education and training. However, if your answer is no, you do not want to start working as soon as possible, then you can choose to study foundation program, A-level, OSMED, and so on. So next we will go through a bit of the chart now. As you can see, after finishing pre-university, if you are studying bachelor degree and you wish to further your study, the next one is master degree, and the next one is the doctorate degree. Next, if you choose to study diploma, after finishing it, you can choose to continue studying advanced diploma. So that's all for this chart. So let's proceed. So these are the post-secondary education or pre-university choice that available from age of 17 onwards. From 6 STPM for 1.5 years, matriculation certificate for 1 year, foundation program for 1 year, Teacher Tinggi Agama Islam STEM for 1 year, A-level for 1 to 2 years, certificate and diploma educations around 2 to 3 years depending on the course taken, teacher education at Teacher Training Institute for a total of 4 years. So now we will go through them one by one in details. So first, from 6 STPM, this course is actually one of the many options you have after completing SPM before pursuing a degree at university, because you will be offered a place in from 6 automatically if you meet the entry requirement. So if you study from 6, you will study around for 1.5 years, which is 18 months for a total of 3 semesters or terms. So from 6 STPM offer a wider range of courses than private college. It have total of 23 different subjects. You can take minimum of 4 subjects or maximum of 5. And the qualification of choice of public university is the STPM, and more places are allocated to its holder, which means STPM is the ticket for you to go public university. STPM is also cheaper than most other pre-university programs offered at private college because the entire STPM course only costs you less than 1,000 ringgit. Tuition and exam fee is free of charge. So if you are studying in government school, you only need to pay for MOED and fee for receipt if you want to receipt for any subject in semester 1 or semester 2. Well, for private institution or school, tuition fee may be different, and candidates may have to pay 120 ringgit for the STPM registration fee with an additional 90 ringgit per subject. So next, referring to this table over here, now I will show you some subject you can take in STPM if you want to pursue certain degree in your university. For example, if you are interested in engineering or other applied science courses, you are recommended to take general study as is compulsory, Next, mathematics T, where T stands for technology, chemistry, and also physics. However, if you are interested in medical field or life science courses, you can take general study, mathematics T, chemistry, and also biology. So lastly, if you want to pursue degree about accounting, arts, or social science, you can take general study, mathematics M's, where M stands for management, economic, and also accounting. And do take note that this is not the must, but only a recommendation for you. You can ask your teachers for recommendation and advice before you decided to take SDPM because they have more experience than you. So after this, I will explain the advantages and also the advantages on SDPM. So SDPM, first, the advantages are SDPM is extremely affordable because it's cheap. And secondly, SDPM is widely recognized internationally by many universities within the Commonwealth of Nations, for example, United States. Besides, for your information, you can use SDPM certificate to apply for most of the university in Malaysia. And next, you are allowed to retake your examination to improve your grade, but only in semester 1 and semester 2. However, the disadvantages of SDPM is actually time consuming because it costs 18 months. And if you plan to pursue your degree at public university, you may need to wait for 5 to 6 months for your public university application to be processed. So now moving on, we will move to the matriculation certificate. You study around for 1 year, which is 2 semesters. So how we can apply matriculation certificate is, first of all, you need to purchase a PIN number physically or online. If you have a bank account for Bank Simpanan Nasional, or normally we call it as BSN, you can log in into your registered account online to purchase the PIN, or else you will need to go to the BSN, Bank Simpanan Nasional, to purchase the PIN from the counter physically. Then after you have the PIN, you can use the PIN to complete an online applications in their website. You can find this website easily just by Googling Aplikasi Matrikulasi. Then it will appear the MOE website. So next, after the application, you will need to wait for the offer letter if you are able to get in, or you can check for your application status online after receiving your SPM result. So for your information, the matriculation program offers 4 streams or 4 major, namely science, engineering, accounting, and professional accounting. So this table below is the stream is attached with the tuition fee. As you can see, generally matriculation is very affordable as it costs you the registration fee at an average of 600 ringgit, except for professional accounting. Note that matriculation certificate or matrikulasi has limited places for non-Bumi Putera, and nearly each state, each negeri has one matriculation college. You can further your degree study in any local uni after matrikulasi, and matrikulasi is also one of the tickets for you to go public university. So next we will see the advantages and disadvantages of matriculation. First, the advantages is the matriculation is time saving because it is a quick route to a public university degree, which only costs a year, and allowance will be given every semester, which is 250 ringgit per month. And matriculation program is recognized by selected institution overseas, and matriculation is accepted by foreign countries like United Kingdom, Australia, and also New Zealand. However, the advantages of matriculation is students with average result will not be offered their preferred course, especially critical course or famous course like doctor, dentistry, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, and so on. So next we will move to the foundation program. You will study around for 1 year, 2 semester, or 3 semester based on the institution. There are different of foundation programs, for example, foundation in science or engineering, foundation in art, foundation in business. Foundation program will provide basic knowledge and bridges student to a bachelor degree, where student will be learning core subject in that particular. For example, if you have decided to study chemical engineering in the future, so now you can take foundation in engineering in any preferred university. Then later on, you will continue studying bachelor degree in chemical engineering also. And please take note here, it is recommended that you can choose foundation program if you know exactly what degree you want to study, like the example I mentioned just now, and you want a fast pre-university course, you intend to continue in the same institution. Because, for example, if you choose to study foundation program in University A, but after you finish the program and you wish to continue studying bachelor degree in another University B, the University B might not accept you. And last, the advantages of foundation program is guarantee admission to the course, which is you don't have to wait for government to offer you a course that you might not get interested in. However, the advantages is the fee of foundation program are expensive, excluding extra fee for manual or other equipment needed, for example, the lab manual or the material to study. So next, we will go to CJ Tinggi Agama Islam. Study for 1 year, only applicable for Islamic students. It also a certification required for students who want to pursue their study at University Al-Ahab at Egypt. And there are 10 subjects in STEM covering 3 fields, which are Bahasa Arab, Sharia, and Usuluddin. Bahasa Arab is a medium used in PDP, which means pengajaran and pembelajaran, and also in the examination. The advantages of Sijil Tinggi Agama Islam STEM is low cost and affordable. However, the advantages is fail in one subject considered as fail for whole certificate, even if you get a good grade for other 9 subjects, but you fail once. But you fail any single subject, you will not be awarded the STEM certificate. So now we will move on to the A-level program. You will study around for 1 to 2 years, 15 to 24 months, and it's administered by 2 examination board, the Cambridge Assessment International Education, CAIE, and also XXL, which stand for British Multinational Education and Examination Body. And you are recommended to choose A-level if you prefer 100% exam-based assessment, looking to gain in-depth knowledge in few subjects as opposed to studying a wide variety of subjects. You are looking to pursue competitive degree, for example, medicine, pharmacy, and also dentistry. And you are aiming to gain entry into top-tier university, especially in the UK. If you want to study abroad, you also can choose A-level program. Now, the advantages of A-level is widely recognized by many top universities worldwide as is well known as the gold standard of pre-university courses. But the advantages of A-level program is expensive and is considered as the most difficult pre-university course. So next, we will go to the certificate and diploma education, 2 to 3 years depending on the course taken. A certificate education is a level below a diploma program, 1 to 2 credit in SPM, and certificate education is about fundamental knowledge and practical and industry-specific skill. However, for diploma education is a level below an undergraduate degree, and the courses are usually offered for specific areas such as culinary arts, computer science, and aircraft maintenance. So why you should choose diploma program? Because it allows you to enter the workforce early, learn practical and hands-on skill, and it has lower entry requirements. While the advantages of diploma program are, like I mentioned just now, lower entry requirement, and also is eligible for you to apply PD, loan. So lastly, teacher education, which is around for 4 years. And teacher education is also called Program Ijazah Sarjana Muda Penguruan, PISMP. Take note that the online application for this teacher education program usually open in March every year. If you are interested, you can apply to this website over here, and the applicant are allowed to submit only one application. The application can be updated at any time until the application date is closed. When an application has been verified and submitted successfully, a reference number will be sent to you, and you should keep this number for all future inquiry and also reference. Don't worry, we will provide the slide for you in the chat letter. You can go to this website if you are interested. So that's all for the tertiary education choice in Malaysia. Now let's proceed to the general entry requirement for each choice, such as you must get a C+ in physics to study foundation in engineering and so on. So as you can see, public university does offer a lot of program. So first we will go through the foundation program, which is Asasi program from public university like UKM or UPM. An example of program is like Asasi Sains Pertanian and Asasi Pindah. So the general entry requirement for foundation program is you must be a SPM leaver and at least 5 credit in SPM, including Bahasa Malaysia. Take note that credit in SPM or IGCSE O level is a C cat, while a pass is a D donkey or E elephant. So the general entry requirement for foundation program is you must pass your sejarah. And note that additional requirements vary for different program. For example, if you choose a foundation in engineering, you need to pass subject physics, or if you choose foundation in science, you need to pass at least 2 science subjects like chemistry and physics, physics and biology, or chemistry and biology, and so on. Now, second, matriculation program. Remember that only teenager who is age 20 and below can study matriculasi. Credit in 5 subjects, including additional mathematics and a minimum B in mathematics. You also need to pass your sejarah. So all in all, you need to meet this criteria over here in order to study in matriculation program or matriculasi. So next, diploma program from public university. 3 credit in SPM, a pass in Bahasa Malaysia, a pass in sejarah. Note that additional requirements vary for different programs. For example, if you choose diploma in medical science, you need to pass your subject biology. If you choose diploma in engineering, you may need to pass your subject additional mathematics and so on. So next, year 1 bachelor degree. So to study bachelor degree in public university, you will need to complete any pre-university with enough requirement. Remember, STPM, which is equivalent to GC A-level, is the ticket for you to go public university. And you need to have English proficiency, MUET or is equivalent to study year 1 bachelor degree in public university. So now moving on, we will go to the private university. And private university that offer pre-university study, and the requirement is SPM or IGCSE or O level with 5 credits or its equivalent. Certificate level, SPM or IGCSE or O level with 1 credit or its equivalent. Diploma level, SPM or IGCSE or O level with 3 credit or its equivalent. Note that diploma level in private university, the general entry requirement is same with the diploma in public university just now, which is also 3 credit in SPM. And lastly, year 1 bachelor degree in private university, GCE A-level plus English proficiency or its equivalent. And note that GCE A-level is equivalent to STPM, okay? So now that's all for the general entry requirement for each choice. Now, after understanding the basic information of all the pre-U courses, I will give you some important tips or notes that you can use to make decision on applying for pre-U courses. So first, if you are still not certain with the course you want to study in university, you are advisable to choose SCPM, matriculations, or A-level. Secondly, if you are already confirmed the course you want to study in university, for example, you already confirmed that you want to be a chemical engineer, then you are advisable to choose foundation program. And if you are aiming to continue pre-U courses with low cost, then STPM and matriculation will be your first choice. And lastly, if you already decided to start working quickly, you can choose to apply for diploma or certificate education. Of course, these are only the suggestion for you, and they are not a must follow or correct answer to pursue your tertiary education. You can always ask your family members or teachers for suggestion to guide you on the pre-U application after you finish your secondary study. So then I will continue on the most important note. To take note that once you decided on the pre-university courses, there will be no undo button for you. For example, after you complete your foundation in engineering, but you eventually find out that you are not interested to become an engineer, but you decided to apply for medical course, then your foundation certificate is not applicable anymore because of difference in subject. Because medical course require you to take biology as one of your subject, but engineering course take physics but not biology. Therefore, you need to repeat another foundation for a year with the required subject for medical course. As a result, you will waste a year. You will graduate 1 year later than your friends, and also you will get one job later too. The same things goes to SCPM and matriculation program. Therefore, you are advised to think carefully before you make any decision on the pre-university courses